Hey there, everybody. Dave Green, Browns guy, AFC Northerners. And big news of the day, just breaking within the last couple hours. Browns, we trade Carlos Hyde to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We get a 5th-round pick out of the deal. Good luck, Carlos. Going to a pretty good darn team and make the playoffs. Hey, all right. Injuries seem to be the thing of the week. Brashard Perryman was signed last week. Finally got some practice time this week. We expect to see him go game time. All week long until like the last day and a half, there's been a lot of conversation. The Browns should trade for Amari Cooper. The Browns should trade for Odell Beckham. Cooper, I would make the trade for. He comes at a reasonable cost. And that is the exact reason why I would not trade for OBJ. The financial ramifications of tying in 2 contracts that are pretty decently big into one position would eliminate our ability to go get depth, go add some more players at other positions that we do need. I just disagree with it altogether. So if they do make a trade, let it be for Cooper. Interesting thing, though, is Cincinnati released Tate yesterday or the day before. I'm curious, the guy can catch the ball, what the route running is like. So if you're a Bengals fan and you're tuning in and you're catching this video, could you please just chime in and tell me if this guy's got good route running and if it's something that we should probably or should look at? I know watching Mark's video, he lamented about the tape being cut, and there were some commenters about it, but not one talked about whether or not he was a good route runner. They just talked about whether or not he could catch the ball. So I'd be curious to see that. In the meantime, injuries at the linebacker core, the beating we took last weekend makes us have to wonder, are we going to be okay at that position? Now, I think we're going to be okay at that position. They say we're going to move Kirksey over into the Mike position, and we should be all right. We'll get to see some of the younger guys we have come out there and play some of the outside linebacker spots, whatnot. It really now pushes the onus onto the defensive line. In order to contain Winston, we're going to need to apply pressure to him. The guy just lights it up. 16 touchdowns already on the season. Tampa only has 1 rushing touchdown. They're clearly a pass-first offense, and they got the guys to do it. They got Mike Evans. They got Deshaun Jackson. They got Goodwin. Their tight ends are pretty darn good, and they utilize the tight ends extensively. It is going to test the linebackers, and I'm hoping to gosh that the linebackers and the defensive line really focus in on the run to stop the run while being able to play pass defense and stop the tight ends. I think we have really good corners and our safeties are pretty decent, that regardless of whatever happens, we should be all right covering the 3 wide that they do have. Dropped my notes. E.J. Gaines, mysterious concussion. Nobody seems to have any answers and nobody wants to talk about it. That will put T.J. Carey as one of the starters. Watching Carey talk the other night, guy seems polished. I think he's ready for this opportunity. I think he's going to seize this opportunity. I think the defense is actually going to get back to its ways from the previous few weeks of getting the turnovers, getting the picks, forcing the fumbles. I honestly see us game planning pretty well for this Tampa Bay offense. Sorry about that. I think we should hold them relatively low scoring. I would say Tampa will probably put up offensively between 17 and 24. Offensively for the Browns, their defense, Tampa doesn't have all that great of a defense, and they're susceptible to the pass. I fully expect to see Baker come out smoking hot. I fully expect to see Jarvis Landry get involved in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Landry gets into the end zone. And I really would not be surprised if Landry actually goes over 100 in this game. I think that in listening to these guys talk all week, I think they made a concerted effort to really fix the struggles that these two were having. And I think it's going to show this weekend against a really deficient pass defensive team. In the end, you know, lots of talk about trading for wide receivers. I just don't see the need to do that. If you are able to get maybe an Amari Cooper, that would be wonderful. I do not think OBJ is somebody that we should go after, regardless of whoever thinks that we should. It makes zero financial sense to tie that much money into one position between two guys. It would hurt our ability to sign other guys in the offseason. Other than that, I miss defensive football. I know the NFL's gunning for these high-scoring games, and they're not allowing quarterbacks to get hit, and wide receivers can't get hit. I wish they'd kind of lighten up a little bit on that. I also really hate the white uniforms, so hopefully we can burn those things and be done with those. That's pretty much what I've got for us this week. Just really, I think the key spotlight is going to be on how the defense responds to what happened to them last weekend and how Baker responds to what happened to them last weekend. Those are the things we're going to be watching. We're also should be watching for the development of Ratley. Watch for the uptick in touches to Nick Chubb and to Duke Johnson, considering Carlos Hyde was traded earlier today to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 5th-round pick. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you. So, in the end, I said Tampa should put up between 17 and 24. I think we want this one just a little bit more, just because of the beatdown we took last weekend. And I'm going to say Browns are going to put up 31. Final score, Browns 31, Tampa 24. And until the end of the game, and I talk to you all again, everybody have a great rest of this Friday. Have a great Saturday. And as always, go Browns.